Conditions are frankly atrocious, as is some of the language. P Company, this week's Cutting Edge.
Okay, listen in. Good morning. Welcome to P Company. Welcome to Depot Power. Outside the various selection courses for the various elements of Special Forces, this is arguably the hardest course in the British Army. You are here to be assessed for your suitability.
These soldiers are volunteers from different units of the British Army: gunners, signallers, engineers. They have one ambition in common: to be selected for parachute training and join the Airborne Brigade.
Any man here who we suspect is going to prove a liability to the survivability and efficiency of our battalions will not pass this course. Points to note, okay? We do not run a quota system here. If every man here is up to the standard, then every man will pass. If no man here is up to the standard, then every man will fail. If you need any advice or guidance, speak to the P Company staff, okay? They are here to get the best out of you. Remember, it is a test. It is not supposed to be easy. Stick with it. Work hard. Get up.
Work, 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 work! Catch him up, you're being idle! You're being idle, now start working! Catch him up, catch him up, catch him up! And change! Bend the knees, not the back. Bend your knees, not your back. Bend your shagging knees. Listen to me. You're bending your back twice as much as you're bending your knees. Now bend your shagging knees.
For these men, this will be the hardest 3 weeks of their lives. Most of them won't pass the course. They're of all ranks: privates, NCOs and officers. Numbers, not names. The officers are distinguished only by their white PT vests.
Get your body down, sir, number 5. I'm waiting for you. Up. On your feet. Up.
As an officer, it's quite refreshing. I've been used to putting the foot on the other end of the bottom for the last 4 years, and to be told now what to do it's great, because I normally run a squadron. I'm second in command of a squadron. It's good for me to insert or take out the brain and insert my physical side.
Well, it's just a challenge, really. I've already completed the All-Arms Commando course 5-6 years ago, and I'm reaching the grand old age of 30, and I thought, well, one more before I reach 30, really.
It's a hard physical course. It requires a lot of motivation, fitness.
It's a challenge more than anything. It's a very hard challenge, and it's not many people do it. Not many people are fit enough to do it.
Something I've always wanted to do. I've always had it in the back of my mind. Been trying to get here since 1985 to an airborne unit.
Going right! Going right! Going right! Up there, come on!
The course is 15 days of relentless physical and mental stress. During the first phase, over a fortnight, the students are brought to a peak of fitness ready for testing. Each event is designed to take the candidate to the limit of his endurance and then beyond. This hill is climbed 20 times in succession, each man carrying 43 pounds.
Get up there! Get up yourself! Get up! Go on! Come on with me! Come with me!
Anyone injured or unable to keep up is sent back to the medic's safety vehicle.
Web it off, take your PT vest off.
Each man is allowed 3 lives. 3 times on the wagon, and he's returned to unit, or RTU'd.
I want to see you in the med centre. Right. Was it painful there? Oh, yes. Yeah, a bit of swelling there.
Injuries, including stress fractures, are common. The medic isn't here to dole out comfort. He's checking to see whether the man's fit to continue.
What we'll do is take you off tomorrow, all right? That means that if it doesn't improve by Thursday, or you come off Thursday, that's you RTU'd.
Let's cut out the drill, all right? Too late for that.
Next.
Each evening, the injured line up to see the company sergeant major. It is he who decides their futures.
At the end of the day, we can always run another P company. You can't have another back. All right? So you've been out to you.
By the end of the second day, 6 students have already been returned to unit.
There's a lot of people carrying injuries now, but they're not going to go sick with them, because if they go sick, they're going to get binned off the course. And so what you do is, before the day starts, you pump yourself full of brufen or something like that. Because I do that, because I've done my knee here now, and that's causing me a lot of troubles at the moment. And hopefully the brufen will hold it off until you finish the tab or whatever the exercise you're on.
All the speed oblique endurance marches are the bread and butter of the parachute regiment and the airborne forces. The ability to cover distance, carrying weight at speed, is arguably one of the things that separate airborne forces from perhaps the rest of the army. It is one thing that we do, if you like, that is our forte, that other people do not do. And I suppose it is derived through time from the need to move at speed, if you like, from a dropping zone to a target.
Officers, I want to see you motivated. You are not going to win unless all 6 of you give 100%. It is as simple as that. I would not expect to see anybody falling off the log, whimpering and missing their go. Right, this is the first time I've seen you as a squad. Impress me today. Everyone got that? Stop. You're bloody better. Okay.
I think I have an obligation of selecting and passing people who are good enough to go and serve up the battalion lines with people that I know who are good soldiers. And it's a bit of respect to them, really, as well as myself. I will not pass crap through me to go up to the top where they're going to drop out.
This log run is the first team event. The officers will be closely watched for qualities of leadership.
Keep it close down. Hurry up. Prepare to change. Change. Cut right a bit. Cut right.
During the race, another casualty. Number 8, a corporal who's already passed the Royal Marines Commando course, takes himself off the event.
Now, with it only being one more event today, I thought I might be able to cope with the pain. I took a few painkillers and I kept stuck on the log and that for the first half mile or so, but after that it become not so much unbearable, but if I went on any further, I damaged it even more, irreparable. So I thought, play a wild card, we get 3 lives, I'll use one of them up now.
There are certainly occasions of people going sick, frankly, because, dare I say it, they are feeling sorry for themselves. Now, a soldier who goes sick obviously will be checked over by the medic. And the medic, at the end of the day, obviously needs to be able to identify an injury. If he cannot identify that injury, there will always be the suspicion that the student involved perhaps has just had enough and would prefer to be somewhere else.
Go round, 25.05, that's a good time. Come on, keep going. That's 10, that's better. Drive. 26.05.
It's bad organisation. Officers, it is no good running along the side, shouting at people who cannot hear you, and it does not make sense.
Yes, you should have been at the back, controlling them, organising them as a squad.
Staff.
It took a bloody junior NCO to sort this lot out. That is not acceptable to me.
Staff.
You better sort it out, sir.
We do expect a fair amount more from the officers. They are here to show leadership. They're expected to lead by example. They're expected to help the weaker members of the course and to get them through.
Come on. No, not running around with him. Get him up there.
And to impress upon us that they have the qualities to lead airborne soldiers.
So who do you reckon the main characters will be dragging today on?
It's got to be number 37. He'll be, there. Well, I'm amazed we've lost so many so far. We're down to 32, 33, 32.
More fun for the rest of us.
Most of the students are from outside the parachute regiment. The exceptions are the regiment's own new young subalterns, recently graduated from Sandhurst.
Steve and I have roughly done exactly the same. We've both been through P Company once, and we both fell off the log, and as a result, being regimental officers, we can't really fail any events, and we've got to go through it again. It's got the happy experience of running around these happy hills again.
The pressures that's on us, more so than the other officers, is just to shine within the officers. I mean, the officers have to shine within the course, and the parachute regiment officers have to shine within the officers.
Everybody understand? Yes, sir. Right, first four.
During an early morning run, a bridge over a local canal is used as a first test of nerve.
Put your arms out to the side and get going.
Those unable to walk the girder face serious consequences.
Stop shuffling and get walking.
Walk one foot in front of the other.
Where's he going to fall?
Relax.
Fall in the water.
Come on! We're wasting valuable time.
17 on the outside. On the outside. Do it! Get over it.
Come down this centre pace here. Come on, no, should be all right up there now. Let's start moving.
Otherwise I'd be covered in shit down here.
Come on,
17, get your foot on the outside.
Right, Trainasium after this run.
Hurry up. You're holding people up.
Stand up, you 31!
27.
And get across that fucking beam!
Side beam again.
1 foot in front of the other.
Well, 20, you are looking suspect, son. Come here.
Sir.
What's the matter with you?
I don't believe we're here to be in anybody's popularity stakes. We are here to select them to go on to airborne forces. I'd rather be more standoffish from the students. I'm approachable for them. If they've got a problem or emergency, they can come and see us, but I'm not into having jackanori with them.
Soldiers failing to walk the girder are given a last chance to overcome their fear. At headquarters, they're put over the Trainasium, an aerial confidence course.
You want to pass this course?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
For you? For you?
Yes, sir.
Right. You'll go up there, you will get 3 attempts. Once he's told you 3 times, if you have failed it, that is you. You will be out of this depot by lunchtime today. There is nothing for you to be afraid of up there. It is only the height of a 5-storey building. So smile and enjoy it.
Stand by. Go! Next chance. Stand by. Go! Well done.
Good down.
Jump across. And come on down.
Among the 4 failures is number 8, who lost a life on the log run.
Son, don't you want to fucking do this?
Do you?
You do? Why don't you fucking do it then?
Bottle stuff.
Well, let's have a fucking bit of bottle and start doing it, okay?
Can I have another attempt?
You will have another attempt, okay? Fucking fail this time and that is it. Get back up there, go on. Stand by. Go! Stand by. Go! Come down. Right, double across to the Land Rover, stay there. Right, follow on you 3. Onto the bars, 31, go. No, don't touch the bars. Stand up, straighten your legs, nice and easy, just change the balance of your feet. Come on, don't waste all that effort, you're a fit lad, we don't want to lose you. Now come on. Right, continue. Don't touch the bars. Stand up. Stand up. Good lad, and go for it. Climb down confidently.
Right, come in. Right, what was your excuse on the bridge this morning?
A bottle went on the bridge, sir.
The bottle went on the bridge. What about the Trainasium?
Same again, sir. I went and jumped.
Listen to me. I know your background, right? I know where you've come from, and I know what course you have done before. And I know on that course you use heights or you are up in high places. So there is no excuse for your bottle going. I will tell you what I think. I think you've come down here to get yourself RTU'd off this course so you can have the other 2 fucking weeks off resting, alright? But I will put this to you now. There is no chance that that's going to happen. You will continue on this course until I see fit to RTU you. Do you understand?
Sir.
Fall out.
Sir.
Well, I've just done 3 weeks of painful training over the road on a pre-para. This week's been quite painful as well, or extremely painful with the ankle injury I've received. I won't go through all that just for 2 weeks off work. I'm sure if I put in a leave pass I could get 2 weeks off work. If I got RTU'd, I'd have to report to my normal place of work tomorrow morning anyway.
We wish to see, as we said when people got here, determination. And there's a lot of people here who do not have determination. They do not possess team spirit. You know, they are too content to sit back and do the minimum.
"5:45 a.m. and the last day of the week. In less than 2 hours, the officer commanding P Company will be here to inspect the barracks.
I've got this inspection at 7:30, which no matter what we do, they'll still pick it up, and it'll give them an excuse to beast us because it's Friday. And they always beast you on a Friday because let you know that you're still on the course.
No, I'll just go in there with him. If you just stand here, and then I'll just go around with him. All this to be an airborne warrior.
I can see the point of doing the physical side, but the bullshit really pisses me off. It's just another form of pressure, I think, to get you to crack in another different way.
They've got to be driven to their maximum efforts. I mean, the physical side of things, one thing, but to have the pressure on from the word go, like being assessed from the word go, as soon as they get here, from the opening address till they leave, they've been assessed all the time, and they know that. So they've always got a psychological pressure apart from a physical pressure.
Well, we've got a total now then. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 14 gone.
Splendid. Okay. Okay.
Away, 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 over your head. Away, away, stand up. Right, get away and get it filled. Half a bottle is no good to you out there.
Speed marching is known in the Airborne Brigade as tabbing, tactical advance to battle.
From the second you start tabbing, for the first mile and a half, you get severely bad shins no matter how good you are at it. It really pounds on your shins. And when you hit the hills, after you've done the whole along valley, it's just pain from the start to the finish.
Number 20. White shirts, get him up here. 20, start working. Forward. Get the red men forward. Number 28, keep moving. Come on, double that, quickly.
Come on, react when you're spoken. Back now,
Come on, slow it down, let's go, come on.
Let's go.
It was a steady pace going out there, a bit muddy once we got to Long Valley. Got on the hills, I worked hard on the hills, and I completed the hills. I was quite pleased. I thought, a couple of miles back to camp, and the weekend's mine, all fit for Monday. Anyway, there's like 800 metres of mud down Long Valley before we hit the path, and that's what really sapped me. It's the hardest thing I've done because it was so soft underfoot, my boots were filling with mud. My legs were like lead, and I was at the back of the squad, and I kept trying to keep up, but I couldn't. The staff were encouraging me all the way, just giving me the normal, you know, come on, cabbage head and all that. I tried my hardest, it just wasn't enough.
Right, fuck off. Get on the wagon now. Get on the wagon. That's your lot. Get on the wagon. You're a fucking waste of ration. Get on it. Get on the wagon. Don't start waving your face. You're an embarrassment.
By then I'd used all my energy and I was completely sapped. That was my third life. I'm off the course.
Halt! Please come in, pull on pants. Right! Turn!
Okay, listening then. Week 1 over, a hard, demanding week by anybody's standards. Those of you who have come through unscathed, well done, okay? A big slap on the back, okay? You will feel the benefit of this. It is doing you good. I don't expect you to believe me, but it is, okay? Over this weekend, get plenty of food and rest. Stay off the piss.
Hard. Hard it. Them big bag of hard things, it was that hard. It was a hard sab. Very.
I prefer to give birth to quadruples and do that again.
Make sure you come up and drop this off before you shoot off.
At the end of the week, number 8 is finally sent home.
Cheers.
I am going to pass the course. If it means doing the course 10 times, I will pass. No, I've no intentions of letting this course get me down. I will be the winner in the end. I'm going to win.
Next! Pick up your numbers.
26, sir.
26, what was the problem, 26?
Foot, sir.
Just foot, that's a fair one. Okay, not a great drama, so 1 time on the wagon, no great problem with you so far. I'll just stop you 1 life on this, go away and get yourself sorted out, ready to rock on Monday morning, alright?
Yes, sir.
Good lad, off you go. Good dog.
Everyone now has back sores, caused by packs rubbing during marches.
Yes, well done. This gives me shit going downhill. It's not too bad on the flat and uphill, but...
Wash pit.
I've done some courses in the army that they say are hard. This is harder, this is harder. I mean, I've done a diving course which they say is pretty hard, but that is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and that is fact.
Yay!
People may think that things are done pretty callously down here, and that there is not much sympathy afforded to the students going through the course. Certainly, I think the instructors, if they came clean, would sympathise with the effort and the misery some of those students are going through. However, having said that, you must remember, firstly, that everybody on the staff has been through equal misery, and secondly, that people are fiercely proud of the standards of soldiers in this brigade. Now, we started off with 39, we're down now to 24, and people have gone for various reasons. But all in all, the feeling of the staff is that there's a good hard core on this course, and pessimistically, I would hope no less than 15 passes.
Test week has begun, the final 5 days. 22 out of the 39 volunteers remain. Pass marks are now given, a maximum of 10 for each of 10 test events. No one will know his score, none even knows the pass mark. For the parachute regiment officers, this is the most crucial event of all.
As this is the hardest event, we cannot afford to come off this as members of the parachute regiment.
If I fall off this event, I'm out of the parachute regiment, simple as that. The log race, I think, is the hardest event on P Company, and it is just agony. The log is no little piece of wood, and the real killer is that you get different people with different amounts of energy at different times. So just when you're lagging, someone else might go sprinting off.
Get up, get up, number 9, come on! Straight your backs up now!
You're knackered. There's a big hill you've got to go up. You come flying down it.
Get up there, come on! Go! Come on! Come on, get out of the front! Get back going, you! Get it going, you!
It starts out really hideously, and then it doesn't get any better. It just gets worse and worse as you go around. The more tired you get, the worse it gets. The instructors want more from you.
You dead! Shut up! Shut up!
Always shouting at you to give 100%, 110%.
Now, get it up! Get that log up now, sir!
And it's just like that all the way around.
Hey! Sir! Sir! Help! Fall in! That's the way! You was on the log!
You finished now, you finished, okay?
I don't know whether it's just the feeling of having finished that my body said, that's it, I've done it, and I switched off now. And I just, went dizzy and sort of a bit all over the place. I think it was lack of sort of fuel, really, because I didn't have much to eat this morning.
You go all the way with that team. You don't give up and let everybody else do it. They were absolutely chin-strapped because you two fell off, OK? It would have been a better time had you stayed there. When I say go, get away.
Big relief, I can tell you. But, I mean, it's not just an individual effort. It's down to all the people in my squad who all pulled their weight and didn't make my job carrying an 1/8 of the log any harder.
Coming down the hill up there is not pleasant. That's the nasty bit, and that just takes away from you a bit. Finished.
Do you have any come off?
No, I had Garrett and Forrester and I both come off before.
Yeah.
And they both stayed on, which is unbelievable. There's none of the officers who really doing their job as officers. They're not. They're not encouraging the rush hour.
But they were actually briefed that once they get the test week, then it's just verbal encouragement.
Yeah, well that's it, yeah.
Then,
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
no pulling or tugging or anything like
there, I mean, I heard Garrett's voice once, the whole way round. And that was only when the OC had said to him, you're coasting.
Suffering an injury at the moment on my foot. So I went sick at lunchtime and I was told not to feel sorry for myself and to carry on. So I wasn't feeling sorry for myself when I was limping. Just in agony.
Number 24 decides to do the next test, the assault course, despite his injury. He knows that missing an event is a sign of a wrong attitude. What he doesn't know is he's already failed.
Get past him! Come on, number 9, get past him now! Go on! Get over there! Get all the way in. Good man!
The tests on test week, in isolation, perhaps are not all that demanding. But the whole thing about it is that it is a gradual wearing down process. It's the combination of those events all together that really take their toll on the student.
Stop crying.
Number 23 has landed badly, injuring a foot. With 4 days to go, his chances of doing well are now in doubt.
That's why. Did you have your feet and knees together? Did you have your feet and knees together?
Your side right.
You're calling me a liar. You didn't have your feet and knees together, did you?
Okay, what you've got is a common injury in the parachute regiment, which is a bruised heel. All right. What I'll give you for that is some painkillers. Take some tonight, give you some for tomorrow morning, and you'll be okay for the tub.
My weakest day today is all the speed events. She's not, I'm too big a bloke to get my body down too fast, like.
It's been pretty rough, really. I've done the course before, so I've done the events before, and last time I was last in just about everything. But this time I was up the front, so quite happy with it. It's just tomorrow I'm a bit worried about. doing the 10 milers, I've had problems with it before, so I'm just going to get out of the way, that's all.
Come on, you try! Get in here, number 9!
They put a lot of onus on test week. They put too much on it, I think. They psych themselves out a lot of the time. People that have been doing well through the course just put too much on it and just don't produce the goods at the end of the week. This number 23. I think he's been sick in the week with Achilles tendonitis. He's probably maybe split his tendon sheath on his on the back of his heel. He's been given anti-inflammatories and things like that to try and keep him going, but as you can see, he's having difficulty with it.
The 10-mile march must be covered in 1 hour 45 minutes. Number 23 has fallen further and further behind. Eventually, he's binned, put on the wagon. Despite getting this far, he loses all 10 points available for the event.
Get your combat jacket on, you got that?
You're not told what the marks are, so that if you're given your marks, then there's a possibility that you may not give your best in the next event because you'll try and average everything out. So the incentive is to do your best in all the events, and therefore get a top mark.
The one exception is the trainasium, a straight pass-fail test. Anyone who falters here will be returned to unit immediately.
Wales at all. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Not one bit of Wales, it's this.
And the trick is, again, when he says go, just run, sprint as hard as you can, yeah? Don't worry about those gaps. I mean, you could fall down them, but I've never done it.
Okay then, listen in. Gymnasium aerial confidence course. We are looking for a number of things this morning. Obviously, we are looking for a degree of physical courage, we are looking for confidence, and equally important, we are looking for your reaction to a word of command.
As soon as you get the words carry on, continue, safely.
There's nothing wrong whatsoever about being slightly perturbed about throwing your parts over this scaffolding this morning.
Hold it back up, Bowman. Move down.
However, what is important is that you must conquer that fear.
You'll be told to climb the ladder by the staff that will be up there. Climb it, 3 points of contact all the way up.
I was on the last course, managed to get all the way up to test week without any injuries, without losing any lives. And then on the trainasium, I failed to jump off the losing jump. And so I was binned off the last course. So now I'm on the next one.
Go!
Number 11 also failed the bridge during week 1. And he finds the trainasium just as difficult the second time around.
Toes. Get off the bars. Stand up.
Gap.
Stand up straight. Stand still.
You can stride 3 foot.
Up.
Down you
forward. Off you come. You go.
Number 11 is the only student to be sent home during test week.
Go stand on the right-hand side of the Land Rover, double away. Go!
Right, don't take him off, just carry him.
Carry it, get across any way you can.
The remainder get round the course, but not all to the satisfaction of the instructors. 3 of the students will be failed at the end of the week for showing lack of confidence here.
Okay, get up.
Stand by.
Next time, don't pull down the bloody rope. Right?
Stop.
Get over there.
Go!
What has happened here, quite frankly, gentlemen, is pathetic. I have stood here on about 45 occasions in the last 14 months, and I can tell you, without fear of contradiction, this is, without doubt, the worst set of soldiers I have ever seen go over this piece of apparatus. We have 14-year-old schoolboys who come down here and do this, and I tell you something, they would put every man jack here to shame. God help us on the milling this afternoon, if that is what we're going to get again. You people better get yourself sorted out, because as things stand at the moment, fellas, we're going to be seeing you all again in January.
All that fucking effort, number 11. Unlucky.
That's the second time in a row, isn't it?
See you next year.
You're obviously a pervert.
January 28th. If not, I'm here for 2 years.
As far as P Company is concerned, your aim is to extract as much blood and snot out of the opposition as possible. To do that, you get two things. One is a set of boxing gloves, the other is a minute. During that minute, you are expected to show the qualities required of an airborne soldier.
Who's got an officer? Have you? Ah. Remember what I said? Officers, I want noses like parachute regiment soldiers, right? You've got to have a flat one like mine.
Pick up my number vests.
Number 4, Sir Major.
Skins.
Number 27, sir.
Next drum.
Looks up. Mill! Come on, sir!
Milling is a fighting test peculiar to airborne forces, designed to test controlled aggression, definitely not boxing. No points for punches landed. The prime target is the head. The panel are looking for spirit rather than physical prowess.
Okay, fellas, good effort. That is what we want to see. Well done, both of you. Draw.
Mill! Straight punches! Come on!
Right, I am obviously wasting my breath with you, young man, okay? It is not happening, is it? You have 15 seconds left on the clock. You better get on top of it. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All you are lacking at this moment in time is a handbag. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Get on with it. Steph?
Mill! Come on! Stop! Get up! Mill! Go on, Matt! Stop!
It is a question of controlled aggression. It is seeing a man, how he will perform in a situation of physical adversity. You know, it is highly unpleasant, and some people may say it is brutal. Perhaps to the casual observer it looks pretty excessive, and some may say unacceptable. However, you know, we are looking to assess how a soldier will react in a combat situation when it is actually coming at him the other way. So that is much of the logic behind it.
For the final 3 days, the course moves to Wales and the Brecon beacons. Tough terrain, longer distances.
We go to Wales for a number of reasons. The hills are steeper and longer, so it is harder to get up and down them. Added on to that, the distances are longer, and for many people, the distance becomes quite a mental problem. And also, interestingly enough, the climate down there is far more variable. The weather conditions are worse, so again, it expands this question of expecting people to perform in conditions of adversity.
If you've had problems today, you're going to have severe problems tomorrow. So what you need is a good scoff inside you tomorrow morning and some brew, all right? Regardless of the weather, it could be like the Costa del Sol up there, you still need a good hot scoff and a brew inside you before you go up that hill. The big one tomorrow is that first ridge, okay?
We're looking for blokes in this brigade who can do the job. I mean, this part here in Wales is more important than the old shop phase, because this is our bread and butter of what we do. A good example, the Falklands. Get down there, same sort of terrain as this. People was carrying between 80 to 120 pound on the back. And this is the job that they was doing, going over hills like that.
You've got to work hard now. Come on, you've got to get up here.
And these guys have got to be able to, if they're in pain, they've got to keep going through it. There's probably not one of us here that don't carry a permanent injury all the time. And you just got to run through it, and we expect them to be able to do the same. We've had guys in the past who've had a lot of pain and have completed the course.
Mr. Forrest, come straight. It's no good walking a bit all bloody sideways. Get up, get past me, get some water. You're in here by the skin of your teeth. Get up here. You've got 10 seconds. P company number. Stop.
The reason why we have people do P company is a man can get in that plane and jump out of it, then get out, put heavy kit on his back, go 10 mile and still stay switched on. When you hear us shout at him at the end, stand up straight, get your heads up. You know, don't put your weapons on the floor. We're looking for people who are staying switched on all the time.
What are you doing sitting down? Get off your fucking arse. Switch on, otherwise I will pin you here and now. You fucking wise up, boy.
29, stop.
Graham, I'll set the last one.
Yeah, okay.
25 in.
Right, Bergen off, warm kit on. Don't put your weapon down. It's safer now that we take them down and get them off the hill. Quite hard coming up here, and if we leave them now, they'll be even further behind the main pack by the time we get to the top, which becomes dangerous. We can't man that, so we've got to take them down now, take them round to the T-stop, and then they'll continue from there on over Fan 4, then on to the high-speed march.
At the top of Penny Fan, people were in danger of getting just blown off the top. If we'd have stood up, I think a couple of us might have even gone over the edge. I suppose it was quite fun in a way if it wasn't under such testing conditions.
Gruesome, but it's over now. On to the next bit.
After 2 mountain climbs totaling 3,000 feet and covering 10 miles, the course sets off yet again on the 3rd test of the 2nd day, a 10-kilometer speed march. This time, everyone makes it to the end. With one more event to go, staff and students spend their last night in the camp. The scores so far are known only to the instructors.
1964.
Yes, sir.
2352.
Yeah.
2461.
Yeah.
2867.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's your last event, you just got to grit your teeth and get down to it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Fine.
I'm probably coming back to do it again if I fail. Once is enough, like, tried it, done it, failed it, fuck it.
No, look, 50 minutes uphill, and then you know when you hit that, you're almost there. You're almost in the wagon, on the coach, going home.
Here we go, Judgment Day is upon us. Stretchy Race, last event on P Company. Points to note, like the log race, this is a team event on which you are assessed as an individual. Do not think that if you get in with the winning stretcher, you will score good points, because there is no guarantee of that. Your only guarantee of good points this morning is to give 100% all the way round. I will tell you now, nobody here has yet done enough to pass this course. Does not matter how many points you think you might have got. If you do not perform this morning, you will fail. That goes for every man jack of you. You should have worked out by now that P Company is something to be done once and once only. You have 1 hour left on this course. Make sure it counts. We come down here 18 times a year, every year. We never want to see any of your hideous faces down here again. Get it out the way, never to return. Good luck, work hard.
Course, son! Get it up! Let's go, Mister! Come on! Get it!
In the stretcher race, 2 teams run for 6.5 miles uphill. The stretcher is made from scaffolding poles and tank tracks. It weighs 140 pounds, 10 stone. The men take turns with the stretcher. Once again, number 23, on the left, in the front, is struggling. The injury he's been carrying all week has finally taken its toll. Another 10 points lost.
Come on! The Stretchy Race encapsulates what the course is all about.
Get ready for the jump! Get performing! Get it up there!
And by that stage, every man on the course really is verging on physical and indeed mental exhaustion.
Catch my arm up!
And it is then that the strong characters come out and the weaker ones go to the wall.
Get it over the bedstead, get it over the bedstead. The remainder of you over there in one line. Come on, lads.
I have no doubt that for those young men going over that course, it's a pretty soul-searching and exhausting time.
Well, that was well fucking organised, wasn't it?
The second stretcher has fallen too far behind. The team has done badly.
Can you say?
Not a lot.
Hurry up!
This is the spit stuff.
Spit, you mate.
Once across the finishing line, the instructor won't let them get away with it.
Keep going all the way in. I will fucking teach you people to waste my shagging time. Get some in.
Those of you that will be coming back again, if you've got the guts to do another course, do not darken our doors unless you have the character and the guts to put a bit of work in. Some of you have blown it on that one event. You have not got what we require. Do not be surprised at the results tomorrow, gents. If everybody worked as a team, you would have won the race and won it well. The trouble is there's too many people willing to be carried by the remainder. Isn't there? 17. Too many people looking very fresh. When I point to you, come to attention and give me your P company number.
And I saw the South Asia coming up there. I thought, oh my God! I just opened my legs in gas, squeezing the lungs and got narrow in. As well, aren't they? If you're in the middle, right? I was. Get out! I'm very dubious. I just don't want to wake up tomorrow morning. Very dubious.
17.
Fails. It's got to be.
Not much room for fucking debate there, is there?
Apart from that, though.
Come again?
Apart from that, so he's quite a good bloke.
To come again, you think?
Oh, yes, definitely.
We haven't come off anything, have we? So, unless it's attitude, I think we might have survived this time.
6.
Quite good all the way through, really, fitness-wise. But as we saw on the stretcher again, it needs another word. Because, I mean, when he goes up the road, if he's going to throw a tantrum and throw his teddy in the corner, if somebody's not performing, then he can't react in the way he did.
Yeah. There's always somebody shouting, tab, 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 and what else is going on? Oh, God, get your head up, get your head up.
31.
Yeah, pass, sir.
All right, where is a fail from the gymnasium?
Roger.
Yeah. You got that?
I haven't been here. Yeah, happy with this, are you?
I don't know. I'd like to think I've passed, but...
As long as I live, there's no way I'll do this course again. Not a chance.
For ours, he wants to start...
None of these men yet knows who's passed and who's failed.
Pass around the table,
That's for the start of the...
For all of them, there's one final public ordeal.
Please do something. Easy. Okay, I'm sure you are all aware what is required here, so without further ado, number 38.
Sir.
Pass.
Sir.
Number 31.
Sir.
Fail.
Sir.
Number 24.
Sir.
Fail.
Sir.
Number 23.
Sir.
Fail.
Sir.
Number 17.
Sir.
Fail.
Sir.
Number 12.
Sir.
Pass.
Sir.
Number 9.
Sir.
Pass.
Sir.
Number 6.
Sir.
Pass.
Sir.
Number 5.
Sir.
Pass.
Sir.
Number 2.
Sir.
Of the 39 volunteers who began P Company, only 15 passed. Ahead of them, the parachute training, which finally earns the wings to go with the coveted red beret.
Okay, I'll just open the door then. Let the old wind rush in. Right, number one, come forward then, into the door. That's it, adopt the position. Your arm over the top of mine, that's it. Okay, look up, don't look down. Good lad. Okay, let's check the count. Both arms across your reserve. Go.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000! Jack Canopy! Thank fuck for that.
Okay, number 2, let's see a good steer away from the cable. Come on, number 2, let's see you steer away. When you've steered away, parachute position, assess your drift. A good all-round observation, and then steer away. Let's see a good steer away from the cable. Come on, number 2, let's see you steer away. When you've steered away, parachute position, assess your drift. A good all-round observation, and then steer away.